I know you must have heard that getting a sewing machine is the best thing that can happen to a beginner in fashion designing. But I want to tell you that this is not a guarantee that you're going to become a professional in fashion designing. There are so many mistakes that beginners in fashion designing make that hinder their progress, which I do not want you to make. So stay tuned to this video and I'm going to tell you 7 of these mistakes and how you can avoid making them. Welcome to J Honest Fashion Academy. My name is Justice. And this channel we help fashion designers with sewing skills, improve their fashion business knowledge, and help them become professionals. Subscribe to this channel, like and share, and let's get started. Now, mistake number 1 that beginners in fashion designing make is rushing to sew complicated designs. Can you tell me why a beginner will come to me to learn how to sew and the first thing she's asking is how she's going to learn making corsets? Corset is not the first thing a beginner should learn how to make or be so much interested in. There are so many things that a beginner should learn how to make, which are the very foundation. A solid foundation is the best thing that you can give to yourself as a beginner in fashion designing. Rather than rushing to sew complicated designs, learn to sew straight stitches. Learn to handle your machine very well. Understand fabric behavior. This is a major area that beginners in fashion designing need to know. Understand different types of fabrics, fabric behavior, and the different designs that can work with each kind of fabric. This is going to help you in the future and make sure that you do not make mistakes that are avoidable. Now, mistake number 2 is ignoring taking accurate measurements before sewing. A lot of beginners in fashion designing simply assume that they know the measurements they want to use, and before you know it, the garment comes out looking so entirely different from what it's supposed to be, and that is because there was no accurate measurement. Learning to place your tape on the body across different body shapes is very important. Be intentional about this. Don't just know how to place the tape on the body. Be intentional about taking measurements accurately, regularly. Taking one-time measurement is not enough. Take as much measurement as you take. The more you do it, the more you master it. Different body types, different body shapes, it's going to help you in the future. Mistake number 3. Mistake number 3, using poor quality tools and materials. There's nothing that spoils an outcome of a dress than using a very poor material or using very poor tools. Like I said before, learn to identify quality fabrics and which design it's going to suit. Now, aside this, learn to use the right kind of needle. Not all needles work with different kinds of fabrics and different textures of fabrics. Learn the right needles for each design that you want to, or each fabric that you want to use or you want to sew. This is going to help. Understand proper machine maintenance. Have you seen someone who is not skillful in using his tools? He's always struggling with them. So once you master the right tools to use for your sewing project, you've mastered a lot of things that are going to help you in the future. Mistake number 4, one time practice is not enough. I've heard a lot of persons say they just need to be taught once and they will do it better. I can tell you that one time knowing and one time practice is not enough. You might get it immediately you were taught, but if you leave it, you're going to make mistake like someone who has never heard of it before. So one time practice is not enough. Whatever it is that you learn, whatever it is that you were taught, you're going to keep on repeating it over and over again. Mastery comes in repetition, right? Mastery comes in repetition, not in one time doing. So if you do it once and assume that you've known it, by the time you leave it a long time and go back to it again, you realize that you have not known it the way it's supposed to be known. So continuous practice is very, very important. Even if it is just one design that you know how to make so well, it is better than touching different designs that you cannot be able to finish properly at all time. So repetition is very important. Don't just rush to make different designs when you've not mastered a particular one. Mistake number 5. This is very important. Everyone makes mistakes. Now, what differentiates the beginner from the expert is that the expert did not allow the mistakes he or she makes to deter them from making improvements. Most beginners quit because they keep making mistakes, or they make a lot of mistakes and then they conclude that fashion designing is not for them. The ones that you admire were not born experts. They are people that kept making improvements, that kept going, even when they keep making mistakes. They did not allow their mistakes to hold them down. They keep on learning on a daily basis and improving on what they know how to do or what they are learning to do. So, one thing that I need to tell you as a beginner is that you're going to make mistakes, but do not allow your mistakes to stop you. You're going to sew a dress which you've put all your mind, all your attention, all your knowledge on it, and at the end of the day, it did not come out well. Do not allow that to hold you back. Don't allow it to stop you from learning. Every expert you see today was once a beginner, so you don't allow such to stop you from learning. Mistakes are inevitable. You're surely going to meet them, but do not allow them to stop you. Have you made any of these mistakes before that I just listed? Even as an expert, can you remember making any of these mistakes? Rushing to so complicated designs, how did it come out? Ignoring taking accurate measurements, how did the dress come out? Using poor quality materials. I've done this before and it was awful. Making a one time practice and believing that you've known it. How was the second time practice after a long time? And I know that as an expert, you do not allow mistakes to hold you back. But as a beginner, are you considering moving back because you're making mistakes? Share your thoughts in the comment section and I will see you in the next video. Subscribe and share this video for more people to get to see it.